Hi, my name's Bradley Foley. I'm 18 years old. I go to Benoni High School in Benoni. Um, my favorite sport and quite frankly my passion is rugby. I believe it's one of the best sports that you can play. I'm something they call a utility player. So you basically what a utility player is, you don't have a set position. I play hooker, I play flank, I play lock, and basically, let me tell you a little bit about the positions in rugby. So you get something called a prop, which is generally one of the biggest and heaviest players in the team. They add weight to a scrum. The scrum is basically a lock between two teams to compete for the ball for possession. And you get a hooker. Hooker's job is basically to hook the ball through the scrum and to throw the ball into the lock's hands at a line. Then you get the two locks, which are the powerhouse. They the support structure, the glue that holds the scrum together. They are the tallest players because they have to jump and get higher than the opposition in a line. You get the flanks, which are also utility players. They are the fastest of the tight eight, what you call a scrum. Um, they are very good at tackling. They're very good at running. They can work between backline and forwards. And then you get an eighth man who is also a utility player. He holds the scrum together. He's the person who directs the scrum, and he's the one who gives commands as to how the scrum should thereafter be done. He also is a rather large guy. He has to be good at tackling, and he should be very fast. You get a scrum half, which is one of the smallest players in the team. He's good with his hands, and he must have the biggest heart out of the whole team. You get something called an inside center and an outside center. They are the big dogs of the back line, if you'd like to say so. You get a fullback and wings. Wings are generally the fastest with the whole back line. They are at the top five of the fastest with the inside and outside center. Also the fullback. The fullback has to cover defense in the if the opposition had to kick. Um, the wings would have to have good vision. They would have to run around. Um, but otherwise, the whole team has to be a unit. They have to be one fighting machine. And at Benoni High, we have a saying, Machina Machina, which means we're all glued together and we're one unit.
Excellent. Okay, so here are my questions. Question one, why is rugby such a popular and well-enjoyed sport?
Well, I think rugby is a very popular sport, especially in South Africa. It's one of the biggest sports in South Africa, generally because we all enjoy it, and I believe that rugby brings us together as a unit, although obviously other people might have different opinions as to how it works. And
And why is it an enjoyed sport?
for rugby generally, coming from England, we as South Africans inherited and made it our little baby, we'd like to say so. Most of the schools here in South Africa host rugby, and also it's a well enforced sport in the schools because it teaches you discipline and respect. It also teaches you to, especially for the boys who, I mean, all boys go through a period of puberty where they have such as anger issues or troubles, or not everybody, but it teaches you to put your heart out on the field and to take all that aggression and energy and play it into the sport instead of bringing it out into the home environment, into the school environment. Also, most schools like to use rugby as a material of learning. It teaches us discipline. It helps. It helps keep us all as a unit and to work as a team. which is really important, especially going on to further life. It teaches you skills such as reading a situation as it comes and helping you to read through those situations and see what's the best option to go through, which in rugby terms we call it vision, where it helps you to see the lines between players and to execute those lines.
Excellent. Okay, question 2. At what age did you get into rugby, and tell me about your future goals and for your preferred sport?
I got into rugby coming out of grade 7 into grade 8. I was very privileged to go to a school called St. John's College. They really introduced me into the sport, and they helped they taught me the right way to play, which was a wonderful experience. It really helped me through life, especially going to other schools and to reading how to handle things. Um, Obviously, rugby is not for everyone, and uh, certain people have their likes and dislikes and what sports they're into and their passions. But for me, rugby is one of my biggest passions, and I obviously hope to go further into rugby. When I lived in Cape Town for 2 years, I was very privileged to play for Western Province, provincial rugby there in Cape Town. That was really interesting, and that taught me a lot of things. So I'd like to further my career in rugby, but obviously it takes a lot of hard work and dedication. And like I said, it's not for everyone.
Thank you. And lastly, please list your local favorite players and why.
Um, Obviously, being South African, the Springboks is my favorite team. But if we're talking locally, I'm a Lions supporter. And just in terms of the Springboks, although we haven't been doing quite well,
Yes.
as everyone can see, it's okay. That's what being behind a team is and supporting them. We're always there through rough and good times, and we're there to support them. But in the team, I would have to say Evan Etzebeth and Willie Leroux. Etzebeth just because he's a mountain of a man. Everyone can look up to him, although he seems quite daft at times. He's a brilliant rugby player. He knows what's his job and he does it 100% full out. Scary to think that he's the smallest of the brothers, but he would be my biggest role model, if you'd say, in rugby.
And let's go back to Evan. He said he's the smallest of brothers. Do you know how many brothers he has?
He has 2 brothers. I'm not quite sure of their names, but they're a lot larger than he is. He's out of his whole family. He came. Obviously, they've been feeding him well when he was younger.
Mm-hmm.
We like to joke and say he was pulling tractors to plow the fields. That's how big he got. Well, that's how he got big. But he's very kept to himself. He's a composed player, and even when he does get into fights, let's just say there's a switch that gets flipped. And but otherwise, he's he's a very good role model to any young sports enthusiastic person. And yeah.
Thank you.
So thank you so much.
Thank you.